Hey, what is going on guys? It's Arj, and today this is going to be Baro Teer number 74. So drop a like on the video if you enjoyed, and let's get started. Now I'm sorry if you hear any music in the background. I do have NF playing and I really hope it doesn't get stuck in the video. I might do some noise reduction just to make sure it doesn't get stuck. But for the first thing he brought is Scorch and Volcanic Edge. So he did bring a few dual stat mods for heat. So if you need more dual stat mods and you want to make stuff like Radiation and Blast, you might want to pick these mods up before they leave, since they are pretty cool, and you can make some nice status builds with these actual mods. Now the next two things he brought are Primeflow and PrimeRavage. Now since the Planets of Eidolons has finally hit console, you might actually want to pick these up, since you will need Primeflow to get as much energy capacity as possible, and PrimeRavage will help you dish out a lot more damage and crit if you're trying to make a crit based build, and if you're trying to fight the Eidolons to kill them as fast as possible. Now the next things he brought are some new Prisma Weapons. Not new, but he brought some back, the Prisma Obex and the Prisma Skana. The Prisma Obex is actually pretty cool with its 30 status chance and 25 crit, so you can make an either or with the build, or a combination of both, which is pretty cool since it is pretty versatile to use. And I just like the design of the weapon, it looks really cool. And the next thing he brought is the Prisma Skana, which is a pretty decent weapon, I guess a better upgrade to the original Skana. And it does get a 20% crit chance, so that's a pretty decent upgrade to the original. And if you want to pick this weapon up, it is pretty expensive, but it's a pretty decent upgrade to the original sword, and it's a pretty decent sword at best. Now the next things that he brought are mainly the Cyandanas and like armor sets for the Daedalus, I guess that's how it's pronounced, and the Prisma Hecate or something, I think that's how it's pronounced. But he did bring an old armor set that he brought a long time ago and multiple times after that. So if you haven't picked up this set yet, I would pick this up as soon as possible before it actually leaves, since it is a pretty popular set and it's pretty cool. I like the effect that it has on it, and I'm actually using it right now on my Rhino, which is pretty cool since it matches him pretty well with his deluxe skin. Now the next thing he brought is an item that you could put on your character. I don't really use this that often, but it's there, I guess. It's pretty cool. I'm not sure if it works for everybody. If you want to pick it up, cool. If you have a lot of extra ducats and you don't really care what you buy, you could pick this up just for accessory, but this is just like a meh. It's pretty cool, but I don't know. I feel like it should cost a little bit less for something like that. And the last thing he brought is a Noggle that you can pick up for 70 ducats. It's pretty cheap, and I think it's overly priced when it comes to how many credits it costs for just one Noggle. But, I mean, 70 ducats is not that bad. Just to pick up one Noggle, that's not bad. And the last thing he brought is the Sans Venaros blueprint. Everyone gets that usually, since it's pretty cheap and a pretty good Warframe to get. So, that's all the stuff that he brought. This is a pretty short list compared to what he usually brings. But then again, we have a lot of new content to get with the Plains of Eidolons anyways, so we don't really have to worry too much about Baro Teer this week, and probably for the next few weeks anyway, since the Plains of Eidolons is pretty new, and there's going to be a lot of content to get from there. So that'll be the video for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe for more Warframe content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.